Thousands lay dead as Ithilien burns. The brave men that lost their lives did not die in vain though. Due to their valiancy, they were able to buy time and have their citizens flee Gondor and inform them of the coming invasion. Preparing for war, Gondor sends word to Rohan that Ithilien has been lost and East Osgiliath was burning. Unknown to Gondor, the White Wizard, Saruman, has rebelled and sending his new creation, the Uruk-hai, to conquer the lands of Rohan with the aid of their rivals Dunland. Unfortunately for Rohan, though, at the Battle of the Fords of the Isen, King Theoden's son, one of Rohan's greatest marshals, has been struck down in a charge. Now Rohan prepares for war as Grimslad musters his men. Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another Rise of Mordor battle for you today, and this is a brilliant siege battle as we have Rohan defending against an alliance of Dunland and the Uruks of Isengard, as said in that intro. Thank you to Bad Omens for sending that in. It was a really good intro. I really enjoyed it. It really sets the mood for the siege that is about to begin, and I am told that this one comes down to the wire. I mean, the numbers for this siege are also huge. We have 8,000 on either side. I'm expecting some glorious siege action, that is for sure. But yes, if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying seeing Rise of Mordor action and you want to see more Lord of the Rings content, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're on here, and a comment to show your support. It's always very much appreciated, and it really does help out the channel. But it seems as though these half-orc spears, I didn't even realize they're a different unit. We do have the Rise of Mordor unit add-on on in this battle, and it does add a few new units, including like half-orc spears, which are kind of a cool unit. I also think that Rohan have got a bunch of new units, which I'll try and find for you. What have we got back here? Axe Stains, I think they are not new. They are definitely not new. They are very much a normal unit, but there are some units back here if I can find them, and I'm pretty sure are new. They have like a double-handed sword unit somewhere lingering around, a double-handed axe unit, I should say. Or at least I think I've seen it. I could be wrong. They may not have brought it, but I'm pretty sure the unit add-on does add that. But I can't seem to find it. Ah, here it is. Two-handed axeman. There it is. These guys here are pretty cool. I mean, they just added like a bunch of things here, like a bunch of units. So we are back, and unfortunately, yeah, the replay has been really laggy, and I've like tried it a few times to see whether it's like gonna be okay and stuff. It is really laggy. I do apologize, but since it's part of the mini series that's going on at the moment, I feel like I'm obligated to show it. So I'm gonna probably play this replay as quickly as possible. So it's gonna probably be a lot of like cuts. It's gonna be if there's like nothing really happening, and there's also gonna be probably like a lot of fast forwarding. I do apologize. I'm gonna try and make it as bearable as possible because I don't want to make this an overly long video because, as you can see, it is a little bit framey, and I do apologize. But I think it's just because of the mods that are on. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not quite sure why it's an issue. Maybe it's the map. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, we have units going in now. We have early retainers going in. They're battling with the Uruk units here. But yeah, I was saying basically before I had to kind of cut that, like, they've got these cool like shock infantry units over here. So they do add a few cool units over here. It's just really cool to see these guys being added. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how these guys do in action. I'm not entirely sure how good they are, but I mean they're 170 man units. I'm gonna say they're average at best. Because that's kind of Rise of Mordor's units. We do have like this faction here. This is like the mixture army. It's like a Uruk-hai infantry unit, and also there's Dunland. So I think it's like a Dunland and Isengard combo army that is being played today. But we do have a nice 3v3, three Rohan, sorry, and 3 like Dunland and Isengard. So yeah, interesting to see how they do. Obviously, like Rohan is going to canister on the infantry front. Hopefully its cavalry's going to kind of clutch up a bit. But yeah, we will see how they do. I mean, they've got interesting like sort of defenses being put up here. Most of the spears along most of this front. And they've got cavalry here. These riders of the Golden Hall. I mean, this is a new unit as well that they've added to Rohan here. I mean, this is a cool unit that they've added. I really like this unit. It's just like a sword, like a very heavy melee cav unit, which is really nice. I mean, you could just charge half-orc axes, half-orc spears, sorry, right now. I'm just so used to saying half-orc axes, saying half-orc spears is it's just too weird for me. It's too weird. But yeah, we'll have to see how they can do it. It seems like it's sort of clearing up now, to be fair, already. It's already feeling less laggy. I think it's just that first, like, instance. I'm not entirely sure, but it was really laggy to start with. It seems a lot better now. Well, I say that as it just had a massive lag spike. It seems a lot better. If I take the HUD off, it's actually much, well, it seems to be much better. But I'll have to possibly not zoom in as much. Maybe they shoot may also just be the fire arrows. I'm not entirely sure. It's a fun old one, and you can see 200 axes here. Actually, battling outside. I hadn't realized there's been a bit of a sally out here by Rohan. They've actually sallied out these 200 axes here. They're getting messed up right now by Uruk-hai raiders. So maybe they're not that great. I mean, like, you can see here, Dunland has just got so much cav rushing here. I mean, sure these champion Reavers are going to surely get messed up by 200 axemen, but I'm not entirely sure. And we've got some cav over here. Riders of Rohan as well is going in. It is quite a choke point there. They could do with some archers or something. Bring some archers to focus this cav down. Like, I mean, that would be the idea. Or, like, Dunland needs to be, like, being aware and, like, see, like, this massive gap of, like, between the two infantry lines here. Try and get in behind, like, in here. That's where you want to be trying to get in. But you can already see, like, Isengard already overwhelming, like this flank over here. I don't know what the defensive plan here was by Rohan, but really they need to look at these Axanes and get them back. Same with these Yeomen of the Mark, get them back. And we're seeing some decent charges here. It seems like by the Knights of the Golden Hall, but they're already taking decent casualties. And they're charging raiders actually. I mean, that's not too bad a charge, like an option to charge. But like there are half-orc spears as well also coming up, so that can't be a good option. We're about to see mustered bows go into combat, which don't think this is a fight they can win, but we will see. We will see. Uruk-hai infantry getting focused down as well. I mean, they're turning around as well just to make it worse. Just getting focused down. Excellent stop. Excellent stuff. Excellent shots as well. I mean, they're down to 118 men. They're not even been into combat. Not even been into combat. Very good stuff there by Rohan. I mean, they've got plenty of reserves over here. They'll have Dunland and Isengard plenty. You can see the cav is now finding gaps through. Have they knocked down another bit of the wall? I think they might have to get to this. Or did Rohan's cav come out? I'm not entirely sure. They should just get the cav like through and try and get into some, like, just try and hit these like axe stains. They're pretty good to hit. I mean, you can see there's more cav coming up. We've got riders and night. Are they called Night Riders? I just realized they're called Night Riders of the Golden Hall. Riders of the Golden Hall would be enough. I don't think they needed to put Night Riders in there. Night Rider just makes me think of I don't know. It just doesn't sound right. I feel like Knight Rider might be a superhero or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Or maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Also just sounds like something that like from like the Dark Knight or something. I'm not sure. It doesn't sound right. It just doesn't sound right as that name. But yeah, as you can see here from an overview, it seems as though like Rohan's like kind of position is already like on this first layer is already kind of damaged. I feel like they need to retreat these mustard spears and things. Just try and get them back. I don't know if it's just for the scenario whether they can't pull them back or what, but they could do with falling these troops back to try and preserve men, because I mean they've just got to hold on for the time. Really, they don't need to win. I feel like they just need to hold on to the city for long enough. I don't know if that means like reinforcements are on the way or what, but they've already lost 1,000 men. Have the attackers. That's really good. Like I didn't realize that the Uruks had lost that much, but that is actually a very nice start. And you've got like 8,100. See, they've lost about 800 men. Have the defenders. Still not great. But it's better than what the defenders have lost. They have even numbers as well. So I feel like as this battle goes on, like the Uruk-hai quality is just going to like show through and through. And these axes here have just broken. Lots of mustard bows and yeomen of the mark here, just setting up, trying to do as much damage as possible. I mean, that's probably why how they're getting so many kills. Like, they're getting like over that 1,000 mark in kills, because they're just focusing units down. I mean, they need to be focusing units down, like these Wyand Stormers. They're really, really strong. You want to be focusing them down, trying to do as much damage. I mean, who cares about killing Uruk-hai Raiders? These guys are pretty pathetic. Touchwood, as more and more men die, I'm hoping that it kind of smooths out a bit. I'm not entirely sure what the issue is with the replay. They did say it took 4 hours to record, to play. So whether that's got something to do with it, like that it was super laggy in like the actual battle, I'm not entirely sure. But like I said, I will try and make it as bearable as possible. And like I said, it was like pretty clean there for a bit, and then all of a sudden, no, we're having a massive like sort of pause. Like this is just paused. So I will try. Like I said, I will try and do my best, but we'll see. Dunherd Marauders over here burning stuff. I think the Marauders do have the like the pillage ability, so they just burn things as they run by. That's really cool. And then we've got Uruk-hai infantry here. We've got like half-orc axes. These are the units you want to be focusing down. These half-orc axes are so weak. You don't need, like, you do not even like need to focus them down that much, and they will start to just like lose men really, really quickly. So I mean, this is like Rohan's primary target. Gondor. I bet Rohan wishes Gondor was here. They probably are thinking, where was Gondor? Axe stains and mustard spears, trying to do their best, trying to hold back the hordes of Isengard. And Dunland. Can't forget Dunland.
Men are rallying. They're not done yet.
You can see just like the fire coming in on these shots. It's just brutal. Brutal on these poor axemen down here. Yeah, they're going to get wasted. And already they're into the second layer. But definitely get some snacks and drinks ready for this battle. It's going to be a good one, that is for sure. I see more and more orcs going in. Always good to see the orcs being thrown in. Yeah, I mean, they've actually kind of, like, they kind of contain this area here. If they could get archers up to support this spear line, they may have some joy. You never know. These are just mustard spears. They're not going to stop anything too impressive.
Our men run from the enemy. This is shameful.
I mean, they're going in against the Dunherd Marauders. You see, like, look at this. These half-orc axes already getting focused on. Now already lost 40 men, and their HP will be so much lower. Like, such a good move there by Rohan to focus them down. And here we go, in against Erling Retainers. These are pretty good infantry. They're not excellent, but they're like Rohan's best swords at the moment. Even with this add-on, this is the best that they can muster. They're already retreating. Isengard's having none of it. It's like, nah, we're not having any of that. Not interested. And already, I mean, this Isengard army over here is barely engaged. All it's had to do is deal with a few cavalry charges. Where is that cavalry, by the way? Oh, it's all the way back here. They've got so much more cav back here. What are these? Esquires of Rohan. Rise of Rohan. I mean, not the greatest of cav, but I mean, it's cav. Which, I mean, in fairness, it's cav that they don't really have on this flank. All their cav is all the way over here. And, I mean, all they're doing already at the moment is burning the settlement. Which, I mean, that is going to help. Slowly will help the morale in favor of the forces of evil. Like these troops will fight for worse, like with the defenders. That's always good. It's a small little sneaky play you can go for. I mean, these Night Riders of the Golden Hall are back up here. Don't know if that's a good idea. Already yeomaned the mark out of ammo going in. I'm sure there's some garrisons of the Hornburg that are yet to use a single round. But as you can see, it's pretty laggy. I mean, it's showing the mark thing's not even disappeared. Shows how laggy it is. It's frozen again. This replay is going to be a long one. So I'm probably going to make a little cut in a moment, and just for some progression. Because it is going to be a really, really laggy one. I do apologize for like, this sort of thing. It is something unavoidable. And like I said, I wouldn't have otherwise showed this replay. It's just too laggy. But it's part of the mini-series. So I feel like for the sake of like the story, we've got to kind of show what is going on. So I'm going to make a little cut. And I'm going to just kind of show you guys what has progressed in like the next sort of like 5-10 minutes of the battle. So I hope you guys do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in a little moment. So we are back, and Rohan has held the line at this moment. They've not really moved at all. As you can see, replay is still pretty laggy. Not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Champion Reavers over here are losing. And, I mean, Dunland could do something about this. They could be moving up some infantry. Where are their infantry? Oh. I mean, Dunland, slash the Isengard army here, could be moving up these pikes. Nah, not interested. Not even going to try and move. I mean, this is melee cav going up against shock cav. Shock cav does well in the initial charge. Then, in like as it progresses, they start to lose. But as you can see over here, Isengard has made a bit of progress. They have actually got their not the White Stormers. They've got their half-orc axes in behind here. They've got Uruk-hai infantry up, and they've actually kind of made quite a decent move. I mean, you can see there's actually quite a lot of open ground here towards like the cap. I mean, there is a cav unit in the way, but I mean, it's a melee cav. I mean, I don't know how great charge it's got, but it should do okay. Should Rohan. But yeah, we'll sit with these boys for a little bit. We'll see how these archers do. And the answer is absolutely terrible. They're gonna get cut down like wheat. Oh, and this is not good either. These early retainers are probably doing okay. They were holding like masses of Uruk-hai. But yeah, the early retainers, they're gonna struggle here today. And you can see we've got Champion Reavers over here. They're losing actually in this fight against Spears. I mean, in fairness, they are facing Spears. Mustard Spears here. That's a pretty good win there for them against Champion Reavers. I just hate that this is just so laggy. I do apologize. Early Men at Arms as well here. They're fighting against the White Stormers coming through this gate. I mean, another really good. I mean, it's a fairly good unit. Early Men at Arms. I really like the look of because they're just like the shields remind me of like Western. Like Auxilia, like Western Empire Auxilia, like late Roman Empire like troops. They give me that sort of vibe with their shields. But yeah, really, they do not look like they're going to be stopping those White Stormers. It's a fresh Stormer unit as well. Over here you can see that we've got the Axe Stain and the Mustard Spear like line that held for so long, decided to hold here. And yeah, they're not going to hold for long. And what are the numbers right now? Numbers are 6,800 against 6,800. So Isengard has reigned in Rohan. They've like closed that gap to, well, basically nothing. But as you can see, Rohan is going to struggle with this. I mean, this is White Stormers facing Mustard Spears. It's the best Isengard has against the worst Rohan has. It's not a fair fight, that is for sure. Mustard Axes here, and looks like more Mustard Spears. They're going to be in the next line, so it seems like Rohan's like quality does not improve when it gets to the second layer. They've still got archers with a little bit of ammo. These yeomen the mark. But, I mean, it does slowly get better. They've got Sword Thanes and Early Men at Arms in the next layer. And they've still got things like axes. They've got lots of cav. The cap point is here. Well, they have a cap point here. There's actually 3 different cap points. One of which Isengard is capturing right now. I also believe they only have to take 2 of these points to actually start to win the game. So they are kind of actually halfway here, or Isengard, to victory. Already pretty early in this game. As you can see, this Knight Rider of the Golden Hall actually not doing too bad here. I mean, he's winning. Oh my gosh, just stop being so laggy. Stop being so laggy. But I mean, I love the look of this unit. The Golden Hall shields and like their like uniform on top of this on a horse. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. But anyway, with the mark of this pause here, I'm gonna just maybe just fast forward for a little bit. I'm gonna try and fast forward. When it fast forwards, it seems like it's a little bit better from my experience, but it still lags a little bit and it's just a little bit annoying. But as you can see here, we have like Mustard Spears getting charged down here by Champion Reavers. It's a pretty brutal charge. These Champion Reavers are going to be cut down here. Well, they're going to cut down these Mustard Spears. Sorry, no, they're not going to get cut down. I don't think there's anything to worry about here. 52 Mustard Spears? Yeah, nothing to worry about there. I mean, they might want to rear charge these Axe Thanes. These guys are actually beating half-orc axes. Or half-orc spears, let's just say. I bet they are, aren't they? Yeah, they're not the axe unit. But yeah, they are kind of killing them down. And you can see that we have... this might be a little bit of resistance here by Rohan. This is... like a little win there. As long as they can like keep killing a couple of units here and there, they'll be fine. I mean, as you can see, there is no reserves out here. Like, Isengard has committed everything really, and like these Wyand sappers have gone in. I don't know if they actually blew anything up, but they have actually got themselves pretty beaten up in there. They're losing. They're down to 2. Don't look like they've used any of their ammo. And we still got a few like Dunherd Marauders out here. We still got Elder Spears, but nothing like too scary. I mean, seems like things like Berserkers, which are in here, and like Wyand Stormers are already like inside the walls, which is I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world. This is kind of like now their like their reserve point. This is where they're going to just throw men out. But even still, like, this is a bad sign for Isengard. I feel like they haven't got any troops out here in the walls still. Like, they've thrown everything in, especially over on that far side. Everything's been thrown in, and it's like kind of pinned in the choke point. I mean, it's okay at the moment. Doesn't look like it's too much of a disaster, but still, they're just trying. They're throwing their entire army here against trying to take out one Erling men at arm. It's pretty brutal. Over here as well, you've still got Cav in from Rohan. They're trying to do their bit, trying to slow down these Uruk-hai infantry, and I mean, we've got half-orc axes in here, we've got all sorts, but yeah, they are trying to just slow them down as much as possible. But yeah, I'm just gonna like probably cut it here, and I will see you guys in a moment again when when Isengard kind of moves on to the next layer. I mean, they're already kind of here a bit now with these Wyand Stormers, but I will cut it in a little bit, and I will show you guys if there's been any progression. So I'll see you guys in a moment. So Isengard has made progress since we last checked in, and as you can see here, we have Berserkers and we have the Uruk-hai infantry pushing, and they are not far from the second choke point. They've just got to get up this slope, and they are very much there. And we've got, at the moment, we've got Axe Thanes holding them back, and then we have Erling men at arms that are next in the line. And we've also got these mustard archers here, point blank firing. They've got plenty of ammo yet to burn through, and they are point blank firing right into this mass down here. Look at that. That is a really, really good shot. They cannot miss. I mean, just aim. We don't even need to aim. Just like draw your bow and then fire. You cannot miss. Yeah, this is really, really good. I mean, Isengard is making plenty of progress though. Still, even though they may be like getting focused down, I mean, these Axe Thanes are losing slightly. I mean, over here as well, you're seeing big, big blobs formed up by Isengard. This is a bit concerning here, to be honest. I mean, the Mustard Spears are holding out, as are the Mustard Axes, but for how long, I do not know. But I hope you guys are enjoying this little mini-series. I certainly am. I'm also just going to thank all like the people that are taking part in these like mini-series battles. They're putting a lot of time and effort into this. I mean, like I said, this one took 4 hours to do. Like, really, really tough stuff. And yeah, credit to them for sticking around for 4 hours to get this done. I mean, 200 Axemen over here. Credit to them as well. They're cutting down the best of Isengard right now. They're killing as many as they can. I mean, we can see even more and more troops here from Isengard pouring in. Mustard Spears taking on like Mordor bow rabble. I mean, they're not going to get far either. Just trying to like, I mean, these are just like numbers that are just being thrown in here, just going to die. I mean, are these guys got ammo? These Mordor bow rabble will have ammo. They should not be in combat. 200 Axemen there, they're doing their bit. Uruk-hai archers focusing them down, trying to even that fight up. They are trying to do a little flank there though by like our Rohan. I mean, the unit's not like, the unit is very much stuck. They are trying to flank. So I mean, credit to like them there. We've got Cav all the way over here though. This is not a good sign. Rohan's wasting Cav here, getting stuck on pikes. Not a good move here. What have they got here though? They got Yeomen of the Mark. They're focusing them down. And also you can see Rohan has got Rise of Rohan here. And they are also trying to charge and break the Uruk lines here. At the moment, failing to do so. And it is not a good sign. Over here, though, as you can see on the numbers, it's still very even. 5,300 for both sides. And now Isengard's also brought up his answer to the Yeoman of the Mark. He's brought up his own crossbows, and you can see already the first few ranks of those Yeomen of the Mark being gunned down. I mean, I would probably hold off firing on them now and start thinking about focusing on this early men-at-arm unit. I mean, trying to soften that up would be probably my move. Yeomen of the Mark still going. These Yeomen of the Mark apparently firing, but they're obstructed. They need to hold their fire. I actually haven't seen any garrison at the Hornburg as a unit. There may be some over here. Yeomen of the Mark. No, just a lot of Yeomen of the Mark. It seems like it's still a relatively weak Rohan army. I think that's what they're trying to go for. They haven't got any like sort of elite archers. They've got a few guards of the Golden Hall, but nothing too insane. I guess maybe they just didn't want to bring the garrison to the Hornburg because they're not at the Hornburg. I don't know. But they're certainly going to need Gondor's help. I mean, Gondor's apparently rallying after the fall of Ithilien. You see the Axlanes here. They're being chopped down and sent back towards the main cap point. Don't know whether they'll rally, but the early men-at-arms are now next into line. I mean, they're not gonna do too well with these berserkers. That is for sure.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing. One of our units can no longer fire.
Yeah, they're holding the early men-at-arms, but not going to hold forever. And look at this, like, you got Rohan sending even more troops around. Why are these Yeomen in the Mark here? Like, they should just be sent back towards, like, the main cap point. Like, they're going to be better there than they are, like, just fighting here against a horde of Isengard troops. This is, like, achieving nothing for Rohan. They'd be better just sending these guys back and just, like, hoping to, like, maybe mix them in with some infantry, and, like, they probably do better there. And fighting on their own, they're just going to get messed up like this. Such a real waste. Such a real waste. And it's now 4,800 against 5,100, so Isengard is slowly taking that lead. And Rohan holds on. The early men-at-arm, like, stack that they got going on here is doing its best. The pikes are pushing through, although they're pushing up. I feel like they are going to pull through. They don't look like they're slowing down, or maybe not. They're alright. They're okay. They're just pushing up. Did look a little bit worrying for a moment. I was like, oh, they're just going to try and blitz their way through. I don't think they need to. Isengard's got the better infantry. Doesn't need to be too aggressive. Now we've got fire arrows coming in. Who's this firing his Dunherd archers? And we've already got a general in White and Storm. He's helping to break these mustard spears, fire the Mordor bow rabble. Why these guys were quite sent in, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, the pikes should be enough to break through these lines. Rohan's got nothing to contend with this. One of the weaknesses of Rohan's roster. They're holding on. They're holding on. Look at that Rohan charging pikes again. This is not healthy. I mean, actually, they're charging the rear of them. That's maybe not the worst thing in the world. This is, like, melee cap. It's not going to be the greatest in, like, charging these units. They're just going to get themselves cut down, eventually. I don't know, there's not anything else they can go for. Oh, actually, there's a big horde of infantry coming this way. There's nothing. They're going to have to try and break through this line here. I mean, there you go. They're actually getting out the safe. They're taking the safe route and getting out of there, which is smart because they do not want to get here and be here any longer. Capturing another tower. I mean, get that cab back and just keep it like in the back line somewhere. You know, you never know when you're going to need it. I mean, they still have some cav. They've done herd marauders, so they still have some cav themselves. I mean, if I was, I don't know, can they flank around all the way around the back here? Not really. It's not really worth it. I was going to say maybe they want to send like a little force down here to Isengard, but they really don't. There's like cav all the way over there hidden, and there's various other things as well. They do not want to be like going down any of those points there. But here we go. We were okay for a bit. It seemed like it wasn't too laggy, and then all of a sudden, yeah, we get a little lag spike. Like I said, I'm not really sure what there is. Maybe it's a combination of the map or the mods. It just isn't really liking it today.
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
But Rohan holds on. This cav here as well is just persisting. Should just give up. It's just not. It's melee cav. It's not shock cav. It's not good at charging like things like berserkers and stuff head on. Like, we're gonna see it again. Let's see. They got 64 men here. I don't think they're gonna get like these cav are gonna get more than maybe 2-3 kills. Let's see. See what they do. In they go. What are they down to? 60. They've got 34 kills. That is it. That is all they get. But actually, no, you know what? They're dropping a little bit more. They got more than I expected. I still don't think it's worth it, though. Like, that, if that was a shock cav, that just crushes those berserkers. Like, berserkers against shock cav, it is not a pretty sight. But, yeah, that cav is doomed now. They're engaged with the berserkers in hand-to-hand combat. They can't get out of there. But they can try. They'll probably break. They're already wavering. That's a real shame. That is a real shame. Look at that. The poor berserkers going up here. Killing the supply barrel. What do they do to you, Isengard? What do they do to you? They're just minding their own business. Supplying your enemies. I guess that's maybe what they're doing. They're supplying your enemies. And you don't like that. As you can see here, look at this. Early men at arms now. Oof. They're in trouble. They're holding on here. This area here is a real cause for concern. You can see Rohan believes so as well, sending sword thanes in this direction, along with knights of the Golden Hall. So we have got some like elite, like sword units. I wonder what these guys are doing combat. They look awesome. It's just like guards of the Golden Hall, but with a sword instead. I'm excited to see them in combat. Have we got any more of those sort of things like them up here? I don't know. Guard of the Golden Hall for generals, but yeah, we'll have to see. They're like stacking up more defenses here. I mean, they need to kind of like let them up a little bit more and then focus into the flanks. Because I mean, this isn't like the greatest of angle. It's okay, but it's nothing like amazing. That is for sure. But Isengard is still battling on here against Rohan. And the push continues. The banner of the White Hand of Saruman waves in the distance.
Men are broken and running for their lives.
Looks like Isengard's actually pushing back. His pikes broke. Kind of surprised. I mean, they were probably focusing them down. You can see the two-handed axes were ready to go, and look at that. Yeoman the Monk using all the remaining ammo just to break these pikes. At what cost did they just use all that ammo? I mean, they've done a really good job. This army over here is looking pretty weak, I'm not going to lie. It looks like they've thrown everything in here. And it's being held back by a couple of units. They're doing quite a good job here at Rohan. And you can see that this doesn't look like Isengard's too interested in persisting with this fight. Or Dunland. I don't know if Dunland's actually over here. I think that they might have transferred most of the troops this way. But yeah, seems like the main attention's not going to be on this front here. When the numbers are 4,200 against 4,300, still very, very close. I feel like Rohan needs to kind of close that, like maybe lengthen their lead I mean, they haven't actually got one at the moment, but they need to get a lead and make it large enough because Isengard's infantry is much, much better. I mean, I don't know about these unit add-on units. They may be pretty good, but we'll have to find out, like, for ourselves. And you can see here, Isengard's trying to sneak around. I mean, I guess this room, but he's kind of pulling through as well. Like, that is definitely a pull through there. I feel like there wasn't any gap, but, yeah, oh, wow, they've done this multiple. I just realized they've done this multiple times. This isn't even the first. I mean, best thing they can do is just Rohan engage this unit here and then just like get some hammer and anvils with whatever cav they've got here. Like use the Knights of the House of Earl, or just use this like Knights of the House of Earl. Just hammer and anvil these guys to get some easy kills. And I feel like that's what's just about to happen. About to see these guys going. This is the best way to punish it. Like don't like you can complain about it, but just go screw it. You just wasted like 3 units. Like these guys can't get any gains. It's not like any of the choke points that they're trying to fight for or like going to try and surround. But like even close to breaking. Like this unit here, for instance, is just not even close to breaking. This is also quite of a concerning spot over here. Berserkers all lining up. They're going to try and take on these spears and early retainers. This is an area I'd certainly be concerned about if I was Rohan. Maybe probably dealing with these guys is also a priority. Get a lot of bows over here. A lot of berserkers come in. They have plenty of yeomen of the mark though, actually already positioned, ready to go. And yeah, they need to focus these guys down ASAP. So yeah, they will have to deal with them very, very soon. But yes, here come the berserkers, and they are getting focused down right now. I mean, these poor berserkers. They're exhausted. They're tired. They've seen so much action that they are about to get focused down entirely. But yeah, they're actually going to get in against this general here. They're going to get in. They're going to be able to do some damage. And look at that. In they go. Chopping away at the general. I love this guard of the Golden Hall unit. It's just beautiful. It really is. Like Rohan is a pretty average looking faction, but like these units here like this and the Knight of the House of Earl look amazing. They really do. But it's still going to take a little bit of time to break through these guys. I mean, they're actually losing at the moment decisively. No surprise, these guys are exhausted, pretty well depleted. They should take a little bit of time to get through over there. But anyway, let's look at the other choke points. Seems as though the Sword Thanes here, they're holding on, but they are also getting focused on by crossbows and chopped up by berserkers and Urukai infantry. They should eventually crumble, but we will have to see whether they make it out of this one. I mean, there are some more elite swords waiting, as we've seen already. There's like these Knights of the Golden Hall. They are also waiting to go in. So we'll see how they can do. I'm imagining the Sword Thanes will need support in a little bit. Yeah, that choke point's not holding too well. Over here, I mean, there is a lot. Oh, look at this. We've got Knights of the House of Earl. They are flanked around. I don't know where they got out, but they are able to go after all these archers there. Oh my gosh, there are so many Dunherd archers right now. Look at all these Dunherd archers, and they are just begging to be hit right now. And I don't even think they're aware. I don't even think the player's aware of what is happening right now. He's just about to hit all these Dunherd archers. You can see that running now. Don't think they're going to get out there in time. I don't think it was a great charge really by Rohan, but that might just be enough anyway to break these guys. I mean, actually, well, I don't know. These guys aren't doing that great, but this is a healthy unit of Knights of the House of Earl. They're gonna have to do, they're gonna have to do something amazing here. I mean, they've lost the victory point. The Dunherd archers were actually the ones capping it in the end. But yeah, I mean, this general can get a pretty decent hammer and anvil if he tries. Over here as well, you can see Rohan has actually managed to get these axemen around the back. I'm not quite sure how he's managed this. I guess maybe here through these these little street bits. But yeah, all these infantry here are losing really, and Rohan may be able to relieve a flank in a moment. Maybe about to see a flank be entirely just destroyed him. We're about to see the cavalry. Yeah, that's about to come up this hill, and we are about to see Rohan basically clear up here. Brace Urukai, because you're about to be hit by Rohan's finest, and in they come. rip in pieces them. I mean, anything breaking? Actually, in fairness, it's Rohan's shock infantry who's going to break first. Knights of the House of Earl, they're coming down this hill. They're going to try again. Enemies captured a gate. Oh, they've managed to capture another gate. I guess they're just worried about other sally outs. I'm not entirely sure what they're worried about. There's nothing really to fear over here. They're just burning more of the city as well. It's now at -1 morale with a 19 damage there. Back over here, the Berserkers still battling on, still dying. And these elite troops are holding on.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to the battle.
Look at that. We're seeing a few breaking Uruk-hai infantry now. Now this general can basically just relentlessly charge the back of this. This should be, well, pretty devastating here for Isengard. I mean, I'm expecting a mash out at some point, and once the general eventually dies, he's down to 37 men. There can't be many of them left. Knights of the House of Earl, they're doing their bit. The main push is going to come up the center here. I mean, and this is also looking a little bit thin on the ground, to be honest. Rohan has taken the advantage. He's got 3,600 versus 3,300. Isengard's going to need to try and do something like amazing pretty soon. Like, he's going to need some pikes over here or something to try and help support his Berserker push. Because Berserkers alone don't usually work. You usually want like some sort of support with them. Like swords and stuff. Like, look at this, they're losing. And they need these archers, yeah, they can help, but I mean, they're firing head on at like guard and hold. They got big shields, good armor. They're gonna take a lot of breakthrough. Like, they need like some of these like swords and pikes and stuff over there to support them. But it's a bit too late for that. They're too depleted, the Berserkers. You can see this. This is huge. Look at this. So yeah, this is like, you can see where these Isengard troops are kind of like disappearing. They're going up this slope here. I think this is where the axes came down. And I don't think Isengard was aware that you could just go up this little flank here, and he could have actually found a way inside the city. I think those Rohan troops actually kind of showed that there. But yeah, Rohan's actually cleared out this side, and now I feel like Rohan's going to send his cav around. He's going to go after archers over here. Like, these Dunherd archers are just for the taking right now. I mean, they could easily be just wiped off the floor. And they've got a lot of ammo, and they're good, archers. Like, they've got a lot of ammo and good archers. Like, they're better than the like Mordor rabble, for instance. Like, I'd rather like kill off all those than just kill off a load of Mordor rabble. But here you go. Look at this horde of like pikes and stuff coming up. I mean, Rohan's doing his best. He's doing his best. I love the shields as well. Like, look at this. I just like, I don't know what it is. The white hand of Saruman just looks amazing. This is such a basic design, but it's such a like an effective design as well. We are seeing Mordor bow rabble going over here, or Uruk archers, in fact. I mean, look, they've like destroyed bits of the wall over here. Could they flank around, perhaps? They need players just need to be a bit more like map aware sometimes. Just think, can you try that? Like, you just like, even if it doesn't pull off, just experiment. Just everything for this. Just for science, see if it works. But look at the Berserkers, there's nothing left of them. Nothing left of these units. And these Uruk-hai archers as well broke 148 men. I wonder if they were from the force of like that general that died over there. Yeah, this is where the main push is coming in now. And it seems like it's going to be a grind from both sides. Oh, and we've had another lag spike. Always joyous when this happens. I thought we were past that phase, but apparently not. Apparently we're not past that phase. But yeah, so But yeah, it seems like this is just going to be where it's all going to come down to be decided. It seems like Isengard, you can see, he's moving over a few forces, but nothing too impressive. And he seems like he's just more interested in going down this one choke point, which in itself is not a good move. I feel like you want to try and stretch the enemy out as much as possible. Like, a lot of these troops here are not doing anything. Like, they're not benefiting to the attack at all. It'd be better like pushing over here, or like even support. Like, should have gone over here to attack, like reinforce his attack here, because now Rohan's able to swing around some troops. I mean, only weak troops, but they are troops all together. But yeah, so they're able to do a little bit. I'm going to fast forward slightly because, like I said, it is lagging a little bit. I don't really want to make too many more cuts because we've already cut it a lot. Like, this battle has been a strange one because you've not really seen the entirety of the battle, but you've seen the most important parts of the battle, in my opinion. I don't think there's really been too much in the way that's been missed out, but I think you've seen most of the same stuff. But yeah, as you can see, it is a little bit lagging. Like I said, I do apologise. But I might make another cut in a little bit, but we are about to see another charge over here, it would seem. It seems as though we're about to see, what is this, Erling Retainers going against crossbows. They should win that fight, even though crossbows are pretty heavily armoured. They're not that heavily armoured that they're going to be able to stop a sword unit. They're actually, they kind of run past them. I feel like they could kind of pull through each other there to get to their intended targets. Yeah, now we've got another general in combat here, and once this cap's free, which it is basically now, I mean, there's Esquires of Rohan here could just come down the back here, and he could just hammer and anvil this general, and then that's one less general to deal with. And then that might be, well, actually, that would be Isengard probably defeated. There isn't just this Blood Avengers general, but you can see the general is already retreating, so we will have to see how that goes. They've actually managed to take this victory point back, so it's now actually held by like Rohan again, but just a different Rohan. So I mean, that still works. That still checks out. And you can see here, Isengard's already playing the defensive. He's got his pikes ready. He's ready to sort of like protect his flank and expecting nothing else. And it's actually massive as well here for Wyand Stormers. They're losing decisively against these retainers, who are also losing because they fell back. They like allowed their men to get cut down. We're about to see a charge here from the Esquires of Rohan. Not the strongest of cav, but it'll do its job. Brace and prepared to die to the men of Gondor. And in they go. I mean, that's probably helped massively. I mean, it's brought down the numbers a little bit. Like I said, it'd be better if it's shock cap like that and Riders of Rohan out there. That could do a really good amount of damage. Oh, it looks like it's trying to retreat, but the pathfinding, because of this rock, is kind of screwing this cav unit over, and they're probably losing a lot of cav there. Yeah, they lost a lot of cav. There's a lot of riderless horses down there. That is rough, but the retainers will hold on a little bit. But yeah, the fire is still going strong over here. Literally, they're still firing fire arrows, which I think is a little bit of a waste. Like, morale, I don't think they've lost any generals of Rohan. It's not really worth trying the whole morale thing. I mean, I guess on top of, like, the city damage, but it's only one they've done. They've only done a little bit of damage. They haven't, like, done incredible damage yet. I mean, they're slowly making up the hill, I guess. But Rohan is, it is brutal. It is brutal how far this is going. And you can see actually here that the Wyand Stormers are starting to win. They could do with this Riders of Rohan. It's healthy, it's fresh, it's good to go. Like, send this Esquire and Rohan to deal with the York archers. Just send in... You can see they're going to form shield wall here, and then, yeah, Rohan's just going to run against a whole load of elite troops here. And though he has sent in his own elite swords, this could work, you know. This could work. I mean, he's actually cutting down a few of them. And you can see that the retreat has allowed Rohan really to not be able to charge his infantry. But I mean, if he gets as right as Rohan in, he could maybe charge it. I mean, he just needs to look for all the options. Yeah, they're actually going to send in the Esquires first. This is kind of a bold move.
Unit is running from the enemy.
And those Windstorms are starting to lose. Spears are losing over here as well. And it's Guard of the Golden Hall. It's not any old Spears. This is Guard of the Golden Hall. They're getting focused down. The Dunherd Archers doing their bit. You can see how key it was that if that Knights of the House of Earl had managed to like trap them, how much it could have changed the battle, because this Archer support is what's getting Isengard up this hill right now. And oh boy, it's doing its job. And there we go, another one. The lag spikes are just occasional now, but they're not as bad as they were at the start. So if you made it this far, thank you very much. You've done an amazing job to persist. Yeah, I can't thank you guys for your support, like, especially in this battle as well. Like battles like this, which is just like so tough, but it's like part of like a little mini series. You've got to like do it. I couldn't skip to part 4 because we'd be like, you wouldn't know what would happen in part 3. You wouldn't know that Rohan's just going to make an amazing stand here, win or lose. I don't know. It's too hard to tell at this moment. I mean, it's pretty close in numbers. Oh, actually, it's not. It's like 1,000 difference now. But I mean, Isengard, I feel like still has the quality that they could maybe get through. I mean, it's hard to say. Infantry for Rohan is not its speciality. Also, a lot of Rohan's infantry at this point is probably archers out of ammo. So I don't know. But then also you could also like look back and just think Isengard's got a lot of archers left as well. He's got a lot of archers down there, a lot of Dunherd archers. His main force is here. I mean, there are also crossbows in this force. There are things like Blood Avengers left. Pikes are still alive. They are going to be a problem for Isengard, for Rohan, sorry, right up until the death. Yeah, I mean, these archers, I'm sure, have got insanely good kills. Like, these Yeomen of the Mark are mercilessly just firing into the blob. They can't even see. They're just being ordered to fire. They're like, men, directly in front of you, 500 meters. Some orcs. Kill them. Kill them all. Yeah, they're going to send up more spears. What are we sending up now? Erling Men-at-Arms and Erling Retainers. I guess they're hoping just to kind of kill this this gen off. Hoping to kill him off, and then they kill him off, then they hopefully can rout most of this like Isengard force over here. That is what they're hoping for, I think. I mean, if they're not aware, they could get this pike unit here, could Rohan. Like, they can sneak around here, I think. Because of all these burning buildings, they should just be able to get around and get this this other pike unit. And also get in behind. Like, if they could do it, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but I think pathfinding would allow them to. These Wyron Stormers as well need to, like, just die at this point. Like, they have lasted far too long. Also, I'd be moving these troops over here now. Like, I'd be moving all the remains of their reserves. What they still got left? Erling Men-at-Arms. Sent a lot of their elites down, actually. They've left some basic troops up here. Knights of the House of Earl. Yeah, it's still got a fairly decent amount of, like, basic troops, which is, I mean, if anything, that's hopeful for Isengard, who has actually broken through, though he's retreating. He's going back to the choke point. He's maybe they feel like they're safe here. I don't know. But there you go. Finally, this general is starting to waver. I just love these Rohan units. They're beautiful. They really do. Beautiful, beautiful units. Has the general actually died? I don't think he has. Casualties sustained. No, he's still alive. Oh, he is broken, though. They need to kill him. They need to kill this general. get that morale debuff, because that could just really, really help this. I mean, a lot of these units here that are left are Isengard units. These Elder Spears, though, they are not. Oh yeah, I mean, they've still got a lot of infantry. I mean, yeah, these Uruk pikes as well, more importantly, are actually part of the other army, so that does not matter either. Yeah, look at this. Like, pathfinding allows you to just like march through all these little like buildings down here. And Storm is just going down. They're going to clear out what remains of these retainers and probably anything else. So really, like, these Rohan units, you'd be looking at that and thinking, we can get around. Like, Rohan could send a lot more troops round the back, and he could just cause all sorts of problems. Like, he seems to be holding here. Isengard's also playing the defensive like role now. Elder Spears here, like, standing their ground. They're not wanting to move forward, and they're attacking over here. And fair enough, they've only got to kill archers. Rohan at any point has got to find a way to get his cav back in the game. Get his cav back in the game and hammer and ambling anywhere, because he's got some really good cav left. I mean, Rise of Rohan maybe not, but he's still got like 2 Knights of the House of Earl, which are really, really strong. And the Esquires of Noble. Esquires of Rohan, sorry. Esquires of Noble. Esquires of Rohan aren't too bad. Like, they're in behind. Like, I don't know if Rohan realizes. These guys are in behind. They could get these pikes. I feel like he's realized. Isengard here's realized. He's ready to, like, pin these guys in. I mean, he needs to go after these archers. Get these guys. Kill them. Like, don't bother supporting this infantry. Kill the vulnerable stuff like the archers. Or go up here and, like, kill pikes. Or whatever. Do something with the cav. I don't know. Maybe they get. I don't know. It may be something to do with pathfinding. I'm not sure. But yeah, Rohan's got like Dunland and Isengard in a pretty good spot right now. There you go, the riders of the Esquires of Rohan, sorry. They've gone into combat. Yeah, it was just, I don't know if they charged or if Dunland charged, but it's not ended well for the Esquires. It's worth a try. Like, they've got to do something. They've got to use the cav somewhere, try and get some something out of them. Yeah, these troops over here actually are not. I guess that maybe they're trying to play defensive to try and hold on to all the points, which is not a bad idea. They're coming for this point here, and if they go for the top one, I guess that's not a bad thing. But I mean, Isengard could, if he wanted to, push back for this one, but I guess they are worried of like the cav just getting around and doing stuff. But yeah, they need to move everything over to Rohan now. Oh, and we're seeing cav move over. This is Rise of Rohan. They're just going to charge. Oh, don't charge into the back of your own men. He charges into the back of his own men. That's not helping anyone. That's helping your cav. It's not helping your infantry. I guess it's helping Isengard sort of, but not really. And yeah, unfortunately we're going to have another lag spike, it would seem. Just another freeze. It's just annoying. Just annoying. It's a really good fight though. Like, it's been a close fight, that's the thing. It's unfortunate for the lag, that is all. At least the glorious guards of the Golden Hall can hold on. Do their bit. Oh, you can see men are starting to break. Urukai crossbows going. More Urukai crossbows going. That's going to start to happen as like as the numbers change and army losses start to take effect. This is going to start to happen. I mean, now is the time for Rohan to be getting cav in behind here. They can get cav in behind, get these White Stormers. They just need to sneak around here, hammer and anvil as much as possible. Just cause all sorts of chaos. And if they've got any ammo left, I don't know if they have, but they need to focus on that Blood Avenger General. I don't know where he is. Oh, he's right in the front lines. He's lost like no men. Yeah, they need to focus him down. They have no ammo. There's not an arrow in sight. That is a shame. These White Stormers, I don't think they're going to die to being surrounded by archers and pinned by early men-at-arms. I think they could take them all quite happily. These elite Uruk-hai are not going to be stopped by this. There you go. I think they're retreating. Yeah, they're retreating mass route there by Isengard. Lots of troops. Lots of troops are retreating, and you can see more over here as well. Oh, these aren't even Isengard troops. They're just like the add-on like faction, like the hybrid faction of Dunland and Isengard. That is a bad sign. That is a real bad sign there for Isengard. They've got minutes left. They need to break through. Isengard, can you do it? I believe. I kind of root for both sides, because Rohan's kind of like the underdog like this entire battle. They've got terrible armies, and then you've got like Isengard now who are in a real rough spot, but at the same time they could definitely turn this around. They all have to do win here, push towards the center, but like, I mean, Rohan's left loads of troops in reserve. I don't even know if he's AFK or if he's just like thinking, you know what, screw it, leave these guys back here. We don't need them. We don't need them. Save some Rohan lives. We've got other battles to fight. War is only just beginning. Yeah, this is not a good sign over here for Rohan. He's just like throwing cav in. Come on, don't throw cav into pikes here. I know these pikes aren't properly set up, but they're still set up sorta in this strange choke point here. They're just running. Oh, it's painful. It's painful. Yeah, I'm liking this phalanx that's going on over here. I mean, no, it's not really getting anywhere. The Elder Spears and their shield wall are doing good work. I mean, pikes now everywhere. They're mobilized everywhere. Now is the time. Now is the time for Rohan to get his cav in. Where is his general? It's here. I don't know if he's AFK or what, but this general here needs to start moving on around. He needs to start hammering and ambling and just breaking some of these guys. I mean, you can now see spears going in. Spears actually flanking. They can just do all sorts of. They're going to rear charge. Oh, Dunherd archers. Really good idea. Break these guys nice and quick. The general's starting to lose him in melee, losing decisively, and these pikes are about to break, so they'll be able to hammer and anvil this, well, not hammer and anvil, but they'll be able to surround this general. There's no hammer and anvils going on because the Rohan cav won't move. Like, they're making this hard on themselves, but they're going to do it by the looks of it. Rohan is going to hold on. 2,000 versus 700. A very, very close battle for Rohan here, but he looks like he's going to win. It looks like the forces are good in this mini-series. He's going to have their first victory. Though it's been a long and a laggy one and a painful one. Like, Rohan's gonna win. Like, this unfortunately has been a bit of a lag fest. Oh, please. Not at the end. We have 30 seconds left. Don't make me do this. Oh, you're kidding me. Don't do this to me now, game. There we go. Oh. I'm gonna fast forward this pain. Fast forward this pain because I don't want to sit around for like another could be few minutes trying to get 30 seconds out. Let's just get this over and done with. There we go. They're starting a chain route as expected. This general is still winning in fights here though. This Blood Avenger here doesn't give a damn. He's gonna fight to the death with 12 seconds left. We're gonna see a Rohan victory. I mean, I say we're gonna see a Rohan victory, but it's just the game goddamn pauses again. For God's sake. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it anyway. While this is going on, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you're on it. I do promise most of the replays are not that laggy. This is a very much a one-off. I do apologise, but there you go, a Pyrrhic victory for Rohan. We'll end the replay and a quick look at the end results. But yeah, thank you to Bad Omens who sent this one in. He said it was a very, very long one. It took 4 hours to complete. So well done to him and everyone else who took part, like the dedication. But yeah, we'll quickly go through the end results. 210 kills to these Erling men at arms. 133 for the Axemen. They hit like double-handed axes. Like axe stains, they're getting 134. 172 for the mustard spears is very good. His mustard arch is 114. 258 for his yeoman of the mark. 231 for his knights of the golden hall. And then we've got fusion playing as like the second Rohan army. 265 kills with his knights of the house of Earl. 172 with his 200 axes. 206 with his axe stains. 104 with his Erling men at arms. His archers getting 151 kills, the best one. Big Bacon playing as the final Rohan army. Knights of the Golden Hall with 253 kills there. His Erling retains 119. 193 kills his Erling men at arms. Yeoman of the Mark getting 191. 220 kills. Esquires of Rohan getting 138. And Rise of Rohan getting 221. Then we have Raptor Gaming playing as the Forces of Evil, or like the combo of like Isengard and Dunland. 235 kills with his Blood Avengers. 116 with his Uruk-hai infantry, 219 with this one. Pike's getting 76 kills, 108 kills with his Dunherd archers. Cav getting 64 kills, and his champion Reavers here getting 171. Then we have Thundernut playing as one of the first Isengard army, 330 kills as Wyand Stormers. Wow, very, very well done. 119 kills with the Raiders, 354 with the Uruk-hai infantry, 304 with his Wyand Stormers, 116 with the Berserkers. Uruk-hai Pikes here with 108 kills and 104 kills with the Uruk-hai archers. Then we have Nebula playing as the final Isengard army, 114 kills with the Stormers, 281 kills with the Uruk-hai infantry, like 230, 240 here with some others as well, did really well. 216 with the Stormers here. His Half-Orc Axe is getting 230 kills, very good for them. His Berserker is getting 123 kills, and his Crossbow is getting 146, pretty good there. But there you go, guys, Rohan is victorious. What will happen in the next part, we will find out very, very soon, and I'm looking forward to see what happens, whether Rohan and Gondor start the offensive. And yes, we will see in the next part. Until then, bye.